Look at these things, are so cool. I never actually look at these hard disks. Look at those ancient hard disks. Oh man, this is bad. Voyage to the nice, dude. That dude just dropped the green energy pods. We might even be able to get to stage 8 at this rate. Hello YouTube Nation and crew, and welcome back to another episode of Microtopia. So I've been letting my colony run with this really great setup, and man, production has been amazing. We are at stage 6, producing 11 larvae a minute, with up to 150 possible ants. I've just kind of been letting this thing run, and we have got our production areas filled up. I mean, we've got, oh, this is really loud. We've got how many ants over here? 8 ants. So we got 8 guys harvesting metals. You know, we've got our screw stockpile full. We got iron plates filling up and all that fun jazz. And I'm like, you know, we're kind of in a good place. I mean, I've got plant collectors here, so our fabric makers can be running. We've got energy for days. But I'm like, you know, what could we do next? What could we possibly do next? And I think we need to venture beyond. So as we venture off into this area, you can see I've actually got some drone ants here because I wanted to start kind of doing some collection in case there's any future updates for us in the free version out this way. But as I was exploring this cool area out here, you can see we've got copper, which is part of the original game, or part of the tutorial. We have glass, which would be kind of cool to just pick up and like hold on to. I mean, don't know if we need it. We have these cable trees. Look at these things, are so cool. I never actually stopped to look at this. Like, oh, this detail is awesome. But within the cable stuff, the cable trees, and in this area out here, we have these energy pod tubes. Now I know there is stuff for it, I thought, in here. Energy pod 3. So maybe we make energy pod 3s? I don't know. There's going to be something with it, though, I'm sure, in the future. But we can only do so much right now. And I saw these and I thought, I wonder if that can be used to help boost our production. Look at this. We're about to go to stage 7. Look at that. Oh, that's amazing. And so I started kind of exploring, and you know, there's not as much of this energy as there is energy compared to our island. But there is a little spot over in this corner. Man, moves so slow. We've got a little bit of a higher concentration out here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pods out here. And then I could set up like little waypoints to just pick up the other energy pods, which I might do. So I kind of want to spend this episode setting up the logistics for that. My plan is, look at these hard disks. Look at those ancient hard disks. My plan is, oh, hey, there's a nice little concentration here. Anyway, sorry. My plan, for the third time, is I'm going to probably get this guy set up and have a splitter off of this to have different launch pads. And I will for sure have one launch pad land in our little high concentration area over here. But then I'll probably have launch pads land at, like, you know, these bigger trees, this bottle rose. Bottle rose, interesting. Doesn't really look like a bottle, but it's cool nonetheless. And hit those concentrated areas, and then what I can do is I can have our drones fly back and drop it off. I'll probably have a drop-off point here. They can fly back and then come back and then just kind of recycle. So we'll basically have drones flying out to the other island, collecting the energy pods, and then flying back with those energy pods. And we'll see what kind of increase we get with that. In order to do that, though, I need to get iron plates over here. Yes, I need 2 iron plates for the launch pad. So what I'm going to do is set up a stockpile of iron plates right now. I have my iron plate storage with a dispenser here, so just as they get off, they're gonna grab an iron plate, fly over to the new island, and on their way over to this iron scrap pickup over here, they're gonna drop off the plates, and then we'll be able to start building pads and going nutsos. So I am going to do that off camera, and I will let you know how things look and try to record any of the nonsense along the way. So hopefully I will see you guys later with the final product or some kind of generative brainess. Our poor queen ant, she can barely keep up. Oh, wait, you pick these up, put it over here. It's like, just eat. Boom. I just love hearing that. Boom. 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 All right. Just waiting for, there we go, any exosants to come here and hit the drone. So anyways, we're just chilling like a villain. We'll be back in a little bit. Oh, you know what? I thought I'd kind of talk about my loot tier too. Because another thing that we could definitely do to this colony is like refine the loot that I've got. I'm just kind of like lazy about it. And actually, we can refine it, because what I'm going to do is, instead of this being a stop on the big loop, I want this to connect to our main loop, and then this will be a part of this is going to be a part of the final bit, because the way that I've got it working right now, oh, of course they're going to have a weird little, okay, like this, and then this will come over here. Okay. The way that it's working right now is small ants come. Holy cow, where are you guys getting food from? Oh, great. I think these guys can't go in because they got food. No wonder why my regular ant production has gone down. What the crap, guys? Where are you guys coming from with food? Oh, great. And I gotta figure that situation out. Oh, is it because this is full? Shut up. Another storage unit. Because apparently that's too many. That's funny. That's too funny. Okay. Hold on. I need to get these guys back here because they are holding up business for... Oh, actually... No. Here's what I can do instead. We can move this storage unit over here. So we can move it over here. There we go. Ooh. Yes, because then they'll hit it on the way here. Perfect. Oh, that's interesting. They're stopping each other. Huh. Okay. So this guy can go here and go back down the loop. And then these guys can fill in. Oh, good. Praise the Lord for that. That's much more desired. Perfect. Okay. Anyways, there's that random little bit of derpiness. So let me talk about the loop, right? So we have our feeder loop. We have our egg loop. Oh my goodness. Why are there small ants in the loop here? Oh goodness. Derpiness is happening. Where? There's a cross path somewhere. Where are we crossing paths? I gotta keep an eye on this. Anyways, we have our larva loop. We have our feeder loop. The small ants, they go out, they do their feeder thing, they come back, and then we turn into regular ants. So in this bigger loop, our regular ants, I've got the first one splitting out between coming back this way to do the inventor loop, and then it'll come back to the main loop, and then one to do the main loop. So because we really only need like one ant here in the inventor feed loop, that's kind of why I did that. But then our main loop comes out and it will send one ant. If we have a divider between sort of the engineering area, like kind of the manufacturing area, and just the main loop. So manufacturing, you know, pretty basic. We got our iron scrap pickup, iron metal makers, which I need to move these guys around. Our screw makers, which I'm actually gonna just put these guys at 0 because we have tons of 152 screws. And then our iron plate makers. And these guys I'm going to keep. I have 6 set up to come over here. That's a lot of ants. But anyways, so they'll loop back. If this is all full, they'll kind of loop back and come into this big loop that wraps all the way around back here, because then it will continue to feed the larva loop, the queen feeder loop, and then it will loop back around. And then I have a 1 counter gate set up here so that we have at least one guy constantly becoming a drone, and then that drone will take the iron plate off to the next island. But then if there's already a guy here, then they just come back and restart this loop. I've got this counter gate here for inventors, but it's set to 0 now, and then they just kind of do it all over again. So they come here and hit this loop and circle back and do the whole thing all over again. So it's nice because everything's getting hit. The only downside, oh wow, look at that. I need to make more combiners. That's what's going on. The only potential downside is we've got this like big outer loop that kind of like circles around the colony, and we could probably make that more efficient. But you know, these regular ants, these worker ants, they last for 10 minutes. So I guess it's not a huge deal. Not too huge of a deal, but like this guy, oh, you're a brand spanking new ant. Okay, I gotta see, because it looks like we have so many small ants coming through that our combiners can't keep up. Oh, look at that. Our population went down a lot because of that whole, like, feeder fiasco. Oh my goodness. We can't even keep up. This is craziness. We need to... Oh man, this is bad. One little hiccup and like our whole system is like coming to a standstill. That's just great. All right, let's let that run. That should like eventually work itself out because I have a sentry ant. I have 2 sentry ants in the feeder loop and 2 in the larva loop. So we should slowly start getting back up to speed. I am actually going to... Let's add another combiner. We're going to add another combiner and make this better. Please hold while I figure out my derpiness and my brain tries to make sense of what's going on here. We'll be right back, guys. Alright, so some slight revisions. I placed the dispenser of this guy to be the first pickup. And I probably could actually do the same with this stockpile, as make it one of the first pickups. That way our very last one is being fulfilled. But we're kind of accomplishing that with the stockpile. So now this won't fill up. Like, we're almost guaranteed that this will not fill up. Holy sitting larva. Pick these guys up and get back on the line, y'all. I also kind of refined this combiner loop a little bit. So before they were going back out to do more harvesting, and I mean, they could. It wouldn't be terrible, because by the time they get back, they still have another round of life to go. Maybe I'll do that instead. Yeah, we'll just have them slip back out. But in here, what the divider is going to do is ensure that we get ants in each spot, because I don't want like a small ant. I don't know. I've got to test this. I don't know if a small ant will die if it's sitting in the combiner or not. That would be a good thing that we can test. But I don't want one to. So I want to make sure that this divider is evenly spreading out our small ants between these 3 combiners so that we are not losing out on any small ants. But ideally, like, if everything is full, if we're moving at such a pace that everything is full, ants will kind of loop back down, the small ants will loop back down and go through the feed loop. Sweet. And we've got, oh nice, I think we've got our second drone out here. Yes, look at this guy. He's flying. He looks so happy. He's like, la 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 la. Whoop, time to go. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at all these iron plates. Okay, we got stuff. We can start doing things. So I don't want to do this. We don't want this. What we're going to do, it's gonna go like this. Oh, I need to put you on the harvest loop. Forage, boom. We're gonna go right to a launch pad. Do 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 do. Ha! Look at that. All right. So direct connect. So they're gonna come, hit this, fly out. And this is going to connect to a landing pad here. Where should I make our energy 2 pod landing pads? I need like a fly area. Think this part through. You know what? We're just gonna have them land close to where our other energy stores are, because why not? And we'll create a small energy loop here. Create a storage stockpile to store all the energy goodness. Place a dispenser. Like it to be like the first thing that's given out. Let's move you over here. Take you. Place you over here. Let's see what happens when our queenie gets her first bit of energy too. That will be cool. Okay, now I need to assign the target launch to be that guy. Perfect. And then we can, once they've made their drop, we should actually not have them circle up. We'd have them come back down here and go. Okay, so ideally, we're gonna have sort of a launch pad area. We might move this. I actually might move it over here and then set up launch pads along here. But ideally, they're gonna come back and we're gonna have different launch pads that these guys are gonna hit, fly out, and go out to this area too. Right now, I've got kind of this closed loop, only because I'm trying to collect iron plates. But we've got, you know what? We've got the capacity to start moving some things around. So let's go build a launch pad over here. Build that up. We are going to do a forage. Keep it real simple, because we just don't have a lot of these plants out here. We're gonna keep it real direct, like. And from here, we're just gonna go right there. Now, thankfully, landing pads are pretty much free. Right, so now this is gonna launch out. And I can't select it from here. We're gonna set it over here as the landing pad. Look at this, guys. We're getting this thing together. Get into there. Oh wait, no, we don't need to do that. What are you doing? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? We just go like this. Bang. There. Coolio. Alright. And you know what? We might as well just load up on launch pads because we can. Because they're free! Alright, everybody's coming here. Let's kind of fly over here. Look at this. So we have 98 ants in our colony. Oh man. How many we can actually get in this demo. Okay, so we're still selecting. What happens? Bro, can one landing pad? Shut up! Shut up. Shut up! Look at that. Look at this game. Look at this game. We can have one landing pad can be the result of many launch pads. That's so cool. Okay. So we have the things. Now, what I should do is I really should have our drones always picking up an iron plate. I don't want to oversaturate that area with iron plates though, because we are going to need iron plates over here too. And we have, how many? We have 100. We have 100 iron plates. That's craziness. All right. Let's just kind of, oops, move things a little bit. All right. So you kind of see what I'm trying to do here. Just want the flag to show up. Okay. Let's get another launch pad. Transport, launch pad. Set it for launch, Houston. Trails. We're gonna have a divider now. Go between them. So we're gonna have them launch. He's gonna go. They're gonna land here, drop the iron plate, and then they're gonna take off. And thankfully, I've got it set up where only the ants that come here are gonna drop the iron plate. Then this guy's gonna come. They're gonna come back and hit this cycle, and so we're basically gonna do this circle over and over and over. So since this is set up, I'm gonna run it and continue kind of setting up these lines, and then once we get our first green energy to the queen, we'll come back and see what kind of effect that has in the colony. I'll see you guys then. Oh, I just realized something. Apparently on a divider, you cannot pick up. What we need to do is we need to, like this, there. That's kind of a nice little tidbit. I wish I'd known. So in that case, then I might as well just go like this, right? Whoop. This up here, set this up here, set this up here, put that there. Nope. Ah, come on. There we go. Cool, perfect. All right. We are now in business, and let's get these guys over here collecting scrap. You guys all stop it. Over here. Come on. Gonna have these guys drop. Oh, it's X. Okay. Stop it. Oh, clear the trails. Okay. X. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, buddies. That's what I'm talking about, buddies. All right. The drones are getting ready to take their flights. There he goes. Oh, does he have the energy? Wait. Did our energy pod get, our first energy pod get landed? Not yet. They should have. Let's see. Hold on. One of these guys is coming back. Do you have the energy pod? Large flying. No. Where did that energy pod go? I've got a feeling it got fed to our queen ant and I missed it. Oh no. Oh no! Okay, that's fine. Look at these guys. They're all taking their flight. Making their way back. Alright, cool. Well then, let's continue on. Oh, wait. Alright, so we have one guy flying in over here. See, he's coming. He's making his way. Why is he not flying from there? Anyways, we got one guy flying in. I noticed though, interestingly enough, remember I had that set up for those energy pods before? Well, all of a sudden energy pods started showing up in different areas. So I'm gonna have to keep an eye on like where these things are at and make sure that we're actually collecting. Cause see, look, they're not where they were before. So I might have to kind of do like a up and down thing here, because the energy pods are just showing up randomly a little bit. Interesting. Anyways, we got to get back to home base because we're about to get our first energy pod. He's landing, he's coming down. Touchdown! Energy pod deposit. All right, now it's time for the moment of truth. Oh, yes. Okay, let's see what happens here. So, when we feed the queen, I don't know if there's a way to like, oh here, contains a thin membrane perfectly sized to feed the hungry. Energy contained 1. Ah, okay. So, that's 1 energy. How does it total energy fit? 443. 445. So I think they gave us 2 energy instead of just 1 energy. So we're feeding the queen in such a way that we're giving her 1 energy in each bit. But these 2 energies, oh, it contains 3 energy. Hey, that's kind of nice. By colliding 2 energy pods. Oh, pure energy contained within a thin membrane. Oh, that's kind of cool. So there must be, I'll bet you there's probably some kind of research that we're able to combine 2 energy pods into an energy 2. Well, that'll be cool when we get there. Look at this. We've got a nice stockpile full here. We're loaded, guys. We're loaded. All right, so I have really refined this forest collection so that we're hitting just about everything, because any of these guys are capable of creating that fruit. So this is kind of our best spot to harvest. The thing that I'm afraid of is like, you know, I wonder if they're still going to harvest if an ant dies with an energy pod. But this is going to help boost our productivity, which is going to be great. I wonder if I can... There. Erase. So I want to watch all these guys fly in and then see what our energy increases. It's gonna be so amazing. Let's see, we had one ant die off here. So I wonder if they're gonna pick up these energy pods or not that are just chilling. Guess we'll see. I don't know if the ants are gonna be able to make it that far. The drones are gonna be able to get that far to do it. Like a lot of them are dying off before they even get it there. Okay. Anyways, we got a bunch of energy coming in. You know what? I think we're good on storage. What I'm going to do is I'm going to. Yeah, we've got 40 some. We got more than enough here. So I'm going to not have them go this way anymore. We don't need to. Just have them fly back. Take their maiden voyage, or to their voyage to the. Oh, nice, dude. That dude just dropped. He just dropped out of midair. Oh man. So we'll see how this ends up working out. And a lot of them coming back, which is great. Now I gotta get more guys out in that area. All right, cool. Here comes the main flight. Boom. 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 Oh, yes. And here come the green energy pods. Boom. Boom. Oh, man. This is going to be a game changer. For sure. 13 larvae a minute, too. Look at that. Look at that. Massive game changer. We might even be able to get to stage 8 at this rate. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be really cool. Alright, well, I think that'll just about wrap it up for the episode. I think maybe in we can have another episode where we try to get as high as we can with this, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on future ideas for future episodes. Why? Because we only have the one here. Yeah. Why am I gonna answer the question? Let me know in the comments down below any ideas for future episodes. I feel like we've kind of tapped out what we can do here. I mean, we can try to make some of these builds and routes more efficient. But with kind of the limited capabilities that we have in the demo, I feel like getting energy 2 is kind of the next big thing. And then, maybe trying to make the colony bigger. But making it bigger doesn't really help us in any way other than just we can make it bigger. But yeah, let me know down below if you have any ideas. Also, I have other games that I'd like to start playing and doing videos on. I've been playing Factorio on my own because this new Space Age update came out last week. So that's someone that we could dive into. One that's still in early access that I just picked up again and haven't touched for a while is a game called Flotsam, which I think it's a really cool concept, good idea, and probably one that maybe we'll just do that one. I don't know. Also, I've got Satisfactory that I need to do, and I've got a bunch of other colony sims. So let me know down below, guys, what your thoughts are. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Appreciate each and every one of you. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe and like. And if you have not become a part of the crew, subscribe and be part of the crew, and I welcome you to the family. Appreciate each and every one of you. Have a good one. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.